Hello, welcome to Zatu Games. My name's Nick. Today I'm going to be looking at Fired Up, doing an info boxing for you. That is looking at the components and telling you roughly how the game works so you have more information about whether this is a game for you or not. Let's go take a look. First up, we have Fired Up. This is a cross between Camel Up and a skirmish game is the best way to describe it. This is the Kickstart edition, so there may be a few elements that are different to the retail. Certainly this sleeve, for example, it's the same art on the back. I can't remember if there was the Kickstart. It might be the trays or something. We've got some minis in here. We've got a very weird board. I say weird, it's a hexagon shape. The weird thing is the way it folds and how it looks. There are also 2 expansions for this available now that it's hit retail. An agility one, and I can't remember what the other one's called, but they add more fighters. You have 6 and you're going to use 5 in any game, but you don't take direct control of these, rather you are playing the crowd, trying to influence the fighters so that your bets are achieved and your objectives are achieved. So imagine you're shouting from the stands, trying to influence them, but there's a really neat mechanic where when a character has been influenced too many times, they will stop listening to the crowd because they just get sick of it. So there's the rules. Here's what I mean. Look, the board folds into a square, but magically unfolds like a Cylon Raider from from Battlestar. So you have places for dice and tokens, and there'll be a speed element. The fastest fighter will act first, and that can be really important to remember when you're trying to get your bets betted correctly. There is a betting board as well underneath. You see it all goes into this tray, and you have an early bet, a mid bet, and a late bet, and your points are tracked around the outside of that. You can see there's room for the minis from the expansions, and each character also has a a player board. Each character, it's not a player board though, is it? Because it just tracks for them. So you can see that they have health and defense, and these are linked to how motivated they are. So if you're constantly giving them a load of jip, then they're going to not be able to perform as well, whereas if the crowd are really behind them, they're going to be loving life and they're going to be able to perform higher. Down here is the amount of times that this can be influenced. Once you can where is it? That's strength and that's defense, and then health. But then if they get 3 wounds, they're going to be out. So yeah, they track everything. Nice thick card these as well, and they just sit on top of the main board. So you can choose which ones to have. Now we have some cards here. Go through these. These are the cards that you will be betting on, or you will want to achieve. You get 4 each round, you'll use 2 and you'll save 2, and at the start of the next round you can choose which 2 to take forward. So you want your fighter to have the highest defense or strength, and you get more points the more you get. 6 dice are rolled in the first fight, 5 or less are rolled in the first fight. So you've got different ways of scoring points on those. There's absolutely loads of those. Then you have, these are the bets that might come mid, late or early in the game. The first fighter to deal 4, and you'll be placing bets using these mini cards. So as one of your turns with the dice, you may say, I think this one's gonna deal 4 damage the first, so you'll play it down, and they're all coloured to your player colours. So those are how those work. With various tracking tokens and wooden discs and little wound markers. Then we have other tokens for kind of social media and tracking the early, mid and late and how fast people are on the fighters are. Just slap these back in here. Then the dice, the purple dice are the ones that you will be rolling, and each turn you'll roll these and then you'll use as many as you want. And then next turn you'll roll again. So you can use them to influence morale, you can use them to influence attack and defense, you can use them to use social media, there's a wild, there's also speed, so you can ensure that the fighter you want to reacts first. And then there's a really neat fighting system with the defense and attack dice where you'll actually target parts of the body, and this allows for a counter-attack mechanic. It seems a bit overwrought at first, but actually I think it works quite nicely, adds a little bit of randomness, a little bit of excitement to the fighting. Again, you don't directly control any decisions there, but you do kind of want certain things to happen, and if you can raise a fighter's attacking, then they're going to have more chance. The minis are great. They come with these special bases, so you can see which other fighter they are currently engaged with. They can only fight one fighter at a time, so you might have two pointing at each other, you might have them pointing at other people. So I'll try and remember where they were now. There's this one, kind of superhero looking one, this geezer with the axe and 4 legs, guy with a massive, looks like a minigun to me. I haven't seen any of these painted yet. Don't know if I'm brave enough. Kind of alien looking guy with a tail, and then the one that's probably most recognisable, the droid there. So that is all the stuff that you do get in this box. Again, this is a Kickstarter version. I can't remember what exactly was the Kickstarter specials, if there were any, but there is a retail version out on the website now. It's coming into stock next week, and it has 2 expansions as well, which are for more fighters, which will fit in the base box. So that is fired up. Thanks for watching another Zatu video. Do remember to hit like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. If you want more content from us, we are also on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram and TikTok. We stream live on Twitch on Mondays lunchtimes from 12 PM. That's a solo board game. And we stream live from 9 PM on Fridays playing some video games. On Wednesdays from 8 PM on Facebook is our weekly live show. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again next time.